Okay, new episode, new video. We have a couple of things we need to cover here, and this is going to be interesting. We're going to talk about the fuel distribution and money. Hello, and welcome back to beautiful Port Elgin nights. It's summer, so we don't really expect to have any aurora borealis on the skies, but it's still a little bit darker than usual. And let's go to the comment section. Smooth Brain. Putting fuel in the construction offices will help with this traffic situation. Yes, okay, let's crack this piñata open with the fuel distribution and some things that... I don't know, realizations or something, what we can do, what's gonna happen, and where the hell am I? Ah, right, I'm here. Okay, perfect. Realization. Delivering fuel to every single building that can have fuel, it's a lot of distribution offices. And this is what kind of pisses me off about the game, because it kind of lures you into this, go and do more distribution offices, and then more distribution offices, and then after you're done with the distribution offices, build some more. You know, for example, I will be having the small examples here. For example, if you have production of certain things, let's say the chemicals in this case, we have a chemical production over here, you need to have distribution of chemicals, you know, to deliver everything there. Now exporting, so you would have to have the same distribution office can be used to distribute chemicals as well. It's not that difficult because a lot of materials are the same, like crops and chemicals use the same vehicles, so it can be done. But if you want to export those chemicals or distribute them further, you need to have a... So technically you would have to have, in order to everything to work function perfectly around the chemical plant, you would have to have 3 distribution offices for every chemical plant. One distribution office to deliver materials, one distribution office to distribute chemicals, and one distribution office to export the chemicals. And that's 3 distribution offices per factory. Of course, it's per warehouse in a factory. It could be 2 factories. In this case, it's plastics. Yada, yada, yada. But it's a lot of distribution offices. And then you have fuel. Fuel, if you want to deliver fuel, everything that where you can, that would be hospitals, that would be police stations, that would be your secret police stations, or secret police, your fire departments, and all of these facilities, they can have fuel, and everybody deserves to have fuel. Now the problem is that distribution offices have only 20 task offices that they can manage, and if you assign one source, that's 19 farms. Did we forget farms? What about distribution offices themselves, and then technical offices? There's so many places where you can actually deliver fuel. So much so that you would have to have distribution offices to distributing fuel and distribution offices to distribute fuel to the distribution offices. It's a lot of distribution, right? Something that Joshua mentioned in the comment section, maybe intentional, maybe not, but building a fuel station near the cluster of your the technical services and construction offices, like for example, this is the one that I kind of call it. It's within a cluster. Kind of resolves this issue. Literally, you have for all of these distribution offices, and I don't know, somewhere we should have even a technical office around here. If not, I'm gonna build it shortly. You kill 15 birds with one stone. So you just need to bring fuel over here and build it near where a lot of vehicles actually require something. So literally distribution offices and their what's it call it? And their storage of fuel are kind of useless. Why do I say that? Also, if you want to use internal storage of the distribution office, all of these distribution offices, technical services, and everything else needs to be connected to the power source. Now, in real life, of course, you would have this connected to the power source, and which is great, fine, peachy, all good. But in the game, it's just a lot of distribution offices, and I hate it. I said it. I don't care. I hate it. Look, the bypass we built here. Huh. You see how many cars are here? Let's see if we can make this. Number 3 needs to go in this direction. Number 2, full stop. Nah, I'll put this one. So, there you go. Oh, save. Yes, of course. So, let's see. Oh, this is the technical services. Well, they're gonna be probably taking fuel from here as well. It could be easier than this. So my analysis of the problem that we had here, we had enormous amount of construction projects and a lot of them finished at the same time. So that culminated in all of these construction vehicles that were delivering stuff here going to this standalone only fuel or gas station that we have around here. So let's go one more time. Gas stations, as you can see here, the one is built there and everything else is in this direction, and the only one or the closest one to the Port Elgin is literally the one in the city center. So all of these vehicles that required fuel from everywhere went to this gas station, especially ones over here, and that's an enormous amount of vehicles. So yeah, this was the cause of the fuel issue that we have. Fuel 1972 or 73 fuel crisis or something. Power to the people. So yeah, this is something that I wanted to share, the analysis of what I did. Dmitry, Roski, Jimmy Rots, thank you. It's okay to people who love the game, can't play the other people call. You should call the traffic jam city. Yeah, it was for a moment. And can you guys imagine if we introduce traffic to this? I'm a big fan of public transport system. But if we introduce the proper traffic, like cars and like it's in real life, I think it would be absolute disaster. But hey ho, beggars can't be choosers and all that good stuff. I'm gonna be connecting these bad boys to the footpath system. So we're gonna go and build a couple of these footpaths everywhere. Let's go in this direction. Here I'm gonna try to align them like this, and then this, and then this. And I wanna shut up now. Did we say that we did this? No, I didn't. We're gonna lower the amount of workers in every single... let's construct it, perfect. And let's lower the amount of workers required for these buildings to, well, the needed part, the needed number. 0. Unfortunately, the game is not well balanced in, like, when you finish, like, we all know how this game works. Well, the us who played the thousands of hours of this game. I am raising my hand, I'm one of these idiots who played thousands of hours of this game. You know how it works. You know that your people will be assigned to the construction office as soon as they have... Previously it was as soon as possible. Like literally, as soon as you allow them to go to the construction, they will start going there, which is a waste of resource that people are. When you have a city that has a little bit higher unemployment, like here, 260 unemployed people, you would have a little bit of a problem. What's with these guys here? Secret police, not enough college-educated people. What's the number now? Whoa, that 6% scared me. We need to monitor that. I will be monitoring how many college-educated people we have and we need. So I'm gonna just balance this. 65% looks like it's a magic number now. We can't do it any other way. So 65%, and I'm gonna hopefully get the number up this time. We have only 604 or 9% our population is college educated. Anyway, let's move away from this. Let me just finish with the comment section. There we go. Chief Financial Officer KFO said, he thought that I removed one of the free gas stations, so that caused the problem. I did actually remove one of the gas stations, but it didn't cause it. I think I removed this one here. It wasn't free one. It was those farm station or whatever. I did remove it, but that's because like a lot of trucks from here went and refueled there. Now I think everything should be better, but I think we need more fuel stations. So yeah, definitely, I'm gonna be on top of that. And this is my new tactic that I'm gonna try with every cluster of construction offices. I will build a fuel station close by. Probably technical services should be around here. Crap load of distribution offices as well. So these, like, I don't know, commercial zone, transport zone, distribution zones. Construction zones probably should be clustered together, you know, especially maybe even close to some industries, because additional distribution offices are going to be in charge of that as well. Okay, financially we're doing bad, and this is end of the conversation of fuel. Right, so the second part will be money. A lot of you guys are playing this game differently, and I understand that. And Joshua is moaner like myself. He moans about me not knowing how to play the game, which is kind of true, because like I learn constantly from you guys, your advices, but also I do experiment a lot. Like I'm changing my mind. I'm trying to test things out, to do it differently, to focus on different resources, just to see how the game works. And the old Gullah mentioned it today in the comment. I'm recording this 12th of April, 1509, so it's in the afternoon during the work hours. It's my lunch break. Okay, boss can know about this. Boss can know about this. She can know about this. Anyway, I'm focusing on other things, just to experiment with that, with different construction offices setups and this kind of stuff, and it's intentional. A lot of stuff that I'm doing is intentional. And all of these guys, you see here, for example, fueling station. If I made it here in the intersection or inside the construction office, these guys wouldn't be on the main roads. And this is also a revelation for me, how much traffic actually is generated just by the, you know, simple, I don't know if anything that I do can be called simple, but a simple setup that I have here with my distribution offices. And whoa, that just drove through a car. And the way I'm playing the game. If I introduce cars to this, it's just freaking disaster. The water, we're not gonna address the water. I think water is still something that is full of question marks. But well, actually, I'm probably gonna address. What's the time? Oh Jesus, it's like 12 minutes already of me talking gibberish, like most of the time I do. Construction finished. Do you have electricity here? No. When it's being built, I'm still gonna assign this to the distribution office. Fuel distribution office. That's you, honey. You. There we go. And unload to 90%. That's fine. Right. So what I wanted to talk about is finances, and I'm gonna need a lot of help from you guys here. And I'm gonna touch upon this subject on the Discord as well. What is the best way to earn money? Like, I mean, they're not cheaty way. There's no cheaty way. Not cheating in money. I mean, like cheaty way, like exporting plastics. That's absolutely the best thing that 18 is gonna say. But no, not exporting plastics, but like proper finances. Joshua mentioned, you know, like focus on coal and electricity and lowering your import costs. But I have a feeling that that's not true. Like, for example, if I build crap load of chemical plants, will that be it? You know, we have a source of oil, and we have oil, we have crops, we build a farm, we build a oil well, we'll build a gravel and a little bit of trees, and bada bim, bada boom, we have chemicals, and chemicals are quite expensive. Is it chemicals? Is it manufacturing? Is the, like, if we start producing clothing, where again import the chemicals or domestically made chemicals, is that the best way to do it? Is it the best way, like, just to build 10 chemical plants, or is it best to start with manufacturing, like in this case, with having your own chemicals plus you're actually producing clothing, which in the real life, this is the extremely viable way of earning money. Like countries like Bangladesh, Vietnam, they're based hugely on production, manufacturing. You know, they're not rich in resources, but they're rich in cheap labor power and less costly labor power. I don't know what we in capitalist West should think about that, but like, it's the way of getting countries out of poverty. In this world, in this Soviet Republic world, what is the best way to make money? Is it a farm and then produce food? I did testing with this. I did testing with coal. I did testing with oil. All of them give us 30, 40, 50,000 rubles per month. I did not test it with chemicals though, and how fast we can start earning money. But that's why I would like to ask you guys, what do you think is the cheatiest legal way to get crap load of money? Is it your own food and meat and alcohol production? Is it manufacturing? with imported chemicals? Is it manufacturing without importing, with your own domestically produced chemicals? Is it chemicals themselves? Is it really that you think coal and electricity and oil and electricity, or what is it? What's the best way of earning crap load of money? Even manufacturing with a refinery where you import crude oil and export, if you think that this is the best way, I would like to know what you guys think about this. I will start the subject on Discord as well. I will start the subject in the videos. This is not a final decision on anything. I would like to know what you think is the best way to earn money. Am I missing something? I mean, steel is extremely complicated. Well, complicated. Aluminium, nuclear power, all of that stuff is really really complicated, so I'm not gonna focus on that now. I don't think that's the best thing because investment costs for these are huge. So any realistic start will definitely gonna be challenging if you wanna start with nuclear industries. Well, it's still possible if the source is close by and so on. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna do a time lapse, like 20 minutes for me, 5 minutes for you. It's sped up for 100%. So we're gonna hear a little bit nicer tunes, I think, because of the moaning of Frankie Berlin. Might lower the tunes a little bit more, even though I think you should be putting that volume knob all the way up so our neighbors know what game you're playing and all that stuff. But all jokes aside, 5 minutes, CN5. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm looking around the room. Where's the 3 division? I have a bone to pick with, or something to pick with you. I'm not. I'm like, look at this. Look at the Okay, this is Murmansk construction office. It's been set. It has every vehicle needed for any construction in the game. It's set on automation. 2 kilometers. It was supposed to be servicing Murmansk. Any expansions of Murmansk that we do. Any of that, some such, these kind of little thingies. What 3 Division decided to do in this case is the following. 2 kilometer, you can see the 2 kilometer border. Now, if you see a green building, that means that they are assigned to it. I did not touch this. I did not touch, it didn't assign a single building to the construction. A single building, all of it is automated. Is automated to auto search for 2 kilometers. You see the yellow line there? That's a 2 kilometer radius where the Murmansk construction office should be operating in. It's bullshit. All of it. How did these green buildings get assigned to that? It's useless. It's not working. It's just not functioning properly. It's not working as it should. So it doesn't matter if you limit this to anything. They're just gonna randomly go around and assign projects to it. Whatever, And this is the little things that we have to deal with whenever we have any problem. Like, it's just like, it's unfinished. There's no logic to this. Like, when you're building construction office, there's no range that they cover. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometers. So you don't even know if potentially it's going to be within a range. Like technical services, how much they can clean, fire station, how much it can cover. You don't know the range. There's absolutely no range. There's no logic to this, logic whatsoever. So it's not a circle. If it was a circle around it, some of these roads around the fields would be within 2 kilometer range. You can see here. So it's not a circle. It's obviously road distance between the destinations. Okay, so if you put 2 kilometer road distance, how the freaking hell are these buildings assigned to this construction office? I did not. Here's another one. Here's another good one. So this is the logic. Good. Oof. I was scared that I won't be able to moan about anything regarding 3 Division. So this is the by automation. You can see that they don't have 20 construction offices. Constructions. This is 6, 9, 10, 12. It's 12. They can assign 20. They can assign even more than that. But it's only 12. How did they choose to assign these buildings over here, some of them being on a footpath, some of them being, more on the footpath, some of them being on a road, and then don't assign these that are closer to them, that are absolutely closer to them, but they're not assigned to these, but they're assigned to the others? What about this one here, which is absolutely the closest building to them, and it's not assigned by automation? I don't know. It's just a magic. It's just like, you know what? We're gonna just do it. We're gonna do our own thing, and we're gonna do it the way we want it, and F you, like your logic and this kind of stuff. I mean, like, well, what do you need logic for? So maybe, Oolykee is known to look like a dumbass in these kind of things, so feel free to make me look like a dumbass again. If you don't, my ego is gonna grow, and then we're all screwed. So please make me look as a dumbass, because I need to get my ego in check and my complaints against 3 Division, because I don't know what the logic here is. 2 kilometer range shows in a road, makes perfect sense. Everything within 2 kilometer range should be automatically searched and worked on, and then you have these buildings that are 4, 5 kilometers away, just being assigned randomly. Some buildings that are closer than that, still outside of 2 kilometer range, are not assigned to this. And some of them just are. So I don't know the 3 Division logic in this case, why they're doing what they're doing, and just reasons. Right. What do we need to look forward to? We can look forward to Chief's blood pressure monitor working better now, because we are up to 200,000 rubles. Looks like potentially we started exporting chemicals, did we? We're missing trees here. This is a good thing to note. I'm just gonna go here and check mic check. Distribution office. This is chemical distribution office. I need the oh, we have trees. Okay, so that's not the problem. Let's see. This is chemical storage. That's absolutely great. Chemical store. Wow, 19 tons. Ooh, chemical distribution. Stop it. Stop the presses. Stop the press. Stop the press. Wait, chemical distribution is from here, right? Okay, so now you're not dealing with this anymore, so you need to loading chemical plant, go away, go here. Load chemicals, and is distributing chemicals to two places. One of them being the storage in Murmansk, the other one being the storage in here. But nobody is exporting these chemicals. Okay, for exporting chemicals, we have a chemical export office, or also known as export office. Let's rename it. Export office. There we go. Export office, which is grabbing chemicals. What is this from warehouse? We're grabbing anything from this warehouse? Ah, that's a food. That's food. More than 50%. We're gonna be assigning. What else do we have? Clothing. That's fine. Over 50%. That's great. And then we have this warehouse here. They're grabbing chemicals over 20%. I doubt that there's gonna be more than 20% chemicals. It's all being turned into plastics that we are using for our domestic consumption. So, and the last thing is Murmansk warehouse 3. This is the electrical components. That's perfect. We need to export that. And the last thing, the newest thing, is gonna be we will be exporting chemicals. We need to decide actually how much we're gonna export. I'm gonna go and select this warehouse where they're gonna be loading chemicals. 0%, I think it's a little bit too low. 10% maybe. Everything over 10% of chemicals needs to go. So that means if the storages elsewhere are full, so that means that if we cannot export chemicals, we're gonna have to work on this. You can see here the trucks are not being properly utilized. So I'm gonna go for cover. No, not properly. Sorry, language. 3 more. We need more vehicles here because obviously they're not doing the job right. I'm just gonna see if chemical factory has everything that it needs. It has 300 tons of this, 300 tons of this. This is where we're storing this. It has 120 tons of this, and it has a lot of oil. Perfect. So it has everything it needs to work properly. It just needs to work properly. So it needs to work properly, and looks like it is. 40% more workers coming in. Whoa, what the hell just happened to the... Oh, okay. They disappeared, but they appeared. I think it's 30 workers, right? 32 capacity, so additional 30 workers, but some of them are having their shift ended, so some of them are gonna leave. So currently we are still undersupplying this factory. Now, if you remember my previous episodes, my calculation, if you have any objections to this, if you can teach me stuff, please do. But usually I say the best amount of people is as few as possible. The best amount of vehicles coming here is as few as few as possible, like cars. Not really cars. Cars are a different kind of problem. Maybe I'm gonna talk a little bit about it, but cars are different kind of... Whoa, that's a lot of workers being delivered. That's perfect. Just build, make. Looks like the chemicals are gonna be flowing everywhere. Perfect. Absolutely stunning. Right, so what I wanted to say, vehicles. Yeah, I think we're gonna need more buses delivering people here. Actually, not more buses, bigger buses. I think I'm gonna get another, not fleet, but couple of bigger buses and start replacing some of these that we have. So Oolykee's logic was that total capacity, that you should have maximum bus capacity delivering people to the factory would be 50%. Less than 50% of the maximum capacity. So, but it shouldn't be too low because you have more vehicles on the road. So, for example, that factory is delivering 200. It requires 200 workers. We can go for, let's say, LZ here, Soviet Union. Third, I think third would be perfect. So, do we have 60? Something. This is 65 mod. Chav. 80 kilometers per hour, 55. Nah, I think I would like to go for higher rather than lower. So Skoda here, it's an old one. This one is 82. This is newer one, 75 kilometers per hour, 65. They're really slow. 78. LZ is 60 kilometers per hour. Definitely no go. I'm not dealing with these guys. It needs to be at least 80 kilometers per hour. Chav is 80 kilometers per hour. What about these? Icarus. Icarus, I think, is Hungarian brand of vehicles. You know what? Let's do this. Let's go for 2 Icarus buses. Yelch. Ooh, this would be sweet. No, let's stick to Icarus. Let's stick to Icarus. They're expensive. They're slow-ish. It's 85 kilometers per hour. This is, sorry, 80. The Yelch is 85. It has a little bit lower capacity, and they're cool. They're the one with the trailer buses. They're cool ones. Okay, last thing we're gonna do in this episode, we're gonna just confirm that we financially we are doing stuff. Do we want to repay the loans? No, we have just enough to repay some of them, but that means no. We're gonna slowly be repaying them. The amount in 30 days, 6,800 rubles is how much we pay per month, which is fine. I think other issues that we don't have many. Quickly, we're gonna check the messages, and I'm gonna be assigning construction offices electricity problem. Ooh, not anymore. It's what is this? September. It's last twitches of the hot weather, so last chance for people to have some outdoor sports before they have to move indoors. And you guys, are you finally happy? 82% is happiness. That's recovering. City Hall, which I think I'm gonna have to build bigger one. 98% productivity. What about the college-educated people? 602. We're stable at 602. We really need to educate more workers. The problems we had here with the workers is that everybody's going to college. Why? Because they're not being scanned by the loyalty police. Some of them do have 69, 70%, 69, but a lot of them are question marks, so I'm thinking we're gonna have to leave them as they are. I can lower the amount of work, and this doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Let's leave it as 30. As they get new college-educated people, they can get work straight away. Unemployment is 5%, only 300 people. Unemployment here is 207. Let's go and check building by building. These guys, they don't even have college-educated people, but they have school-educated. They're mostly working in these assemblies over here. I think we need more chemicals over here in order to increase the number of workers working here. Let's increase number of workers working, so they're gonna be less complaining about not being able to work. But what I'm worried about here is them college-educated people. I would like to get college-educated people from here and transport them to Port Elgin so they can work on the university, because this is a decent, healthy amount of workers, and you can see that this university is producing. So currently, I wanted to demonstrate the strength to Smooth Brain. I wanted to demonstrate the strength of our educational system, and just let's do it. Let's blast through the roof of education and just have it within the episode lift the number of college-educated people to freaking 30%. That was 2 episodes ago where my dumbass wanted to do that. Like in 2 episodes, we fell down from 12% to 9%, and we lost around 50 college-educated people. This is how valuable they are, how much it can affect your country. I think we're still okay. I think we're still fine. The problem is that we just need to. It's gonna be slowly recovery towards college-educated people. So I think I should, in order to keep it healthy, have at least 20%. But as Smooth Brain said, that if you're gonna go for nuclear industries, they require a lot of engineers, 40 over here, and then 15 over here, and 0 over here. So and this is only basics. I think we still need to convert this in nuclear fuel, which requires a lot of engineers as well. So, and this is times 3, so 40 and 15, that's 55, times 3, that's 150 engineers only that we're gonna need on a daily basis to work here. Also, there's another thing that you guys are gonna like. I think you're gonna like it. I still need to work out how this is gonna be. I'm gonna build a fast public transport system from here, delivering workers to our nuclear industries. Yes, and it's gonna be on rails. And it's gonna be something that it's gonna be trams. Straight away, give you a heads up. It's gonna be dedicated tram lanes that are gonna be used by trams only. Maybe parallel to road, maybe not. Maybe you can go in behind here, but it's gonna be delivering people. I don't know if I should be delivering people to chemical industry and the nuclear industry, or we should be dedicated to nuclear industry alone. So that means if I build the public transport hub, like a tram station around here, or around here, and then connect it behind the chemical plant, or connect it here through the nature preserve, or whatever we want to call this area, to there. So if you have any ideas, if you have any suggestions, how would you like to do it? I think that the only potential, like, first, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how this is gonna work, because first of all, we need to build that big infrastructure, we need to connect it to electricity system, we need to import. I don't know how to import trams. Yes, we talked about building trams, but it's going to be difficult to do it. Building the manufacturing industry for the train construction, it's a big project. It's expensive project. We need to recover ourselves financially. Like I said to Julian, to you guys, I would like to go all in into the cheat mode, where not cheat in the money with CHE. If you press those buttons, you have the cheat mode here, and then I didn't use it so long. Where is it? Here. And then cheat functions, you can just add rubles. Press on the button, you get million rubles. I don't do that. I don't cheat in my videos. If you manage to do something, find out something, let me know. But no, don't let me know. Just accuse me of being a cheater. But I don't cheat in. I would rather go bankrupt. But it's not about cheating. Like, it doesn't matter cheating or not cheating. It's just like I will not do it that way. I will do chemical exports. I will do manufacturing exports, oil, import oil to have our refineries work 24 hours a day, which is a little bit of a problem, you know, border crossing and all. Not a lot of vehicles can be serviced by this border crossing and this kind of stuff. Anyway, I will not cheat in the money. It doesn't matter. I can. It does. Wow. Dig in my own grave here. Let me real quickly assign some of the construction offices to projects. We have 1, 2... Yeah, we have number 2 and 3. So if you go here, construction, number 2, off you go. We don't get a lot of messages now. This is really good news. And then we have construction, bus industrial 3, that's fine. Higher priority, so that means those two are gonna be fine. And then we have here number 2 is not really that busy, so let's go with number 2. Distillery. I think we can start working on that. Construction number, did you say 2 or 3? 2. Here we go. Off we go. That's it. I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna say thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Whoa, look at the black buildings. Oh, I need to send this photo to Equinox Nova. This screenshot. Black buildings. Right, if you enjoyed this video, please press the like button. If you didn't, leave a nasty comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, notification bell, ring, and comment section. Hit it. And if you want to support the channel, I have a description of the video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.